Hello everyone, it's Shiloh Sophia. I wanted to share the particle to wave healing technique here in Intentional Creativity. In this process, we start with something you want to change. We activate the observer. We use focus to catalyze. We imagine particle by visualizing energy and form. All of this takes place through the awareness you have creating movement, release, and potential as particles that feel stuck and stagnant begin to wave. And eventually, with care, focus, and inclusion and imagination, shift and insight become possible. It's not for everything, it's just for some things, but I've used it so many times and experienced relief and breakthrough. I just wanted to share with you today. Blessings in your journey. So I invite you to set an intention with something that you would like to change or heal that is physical and that you're present to right now. Could be an ache, a pain, an itch, a cramp, or it could be something that you don't necessarily feel, but you know that there's like stagnation or something that needs to move, or lymphatic or nervous system. So just allow yourself to come up with something that wants to be worked with today. So you just ask, what wants to be worked with today? And then whatever comes, that's what to work with, and this makes absolutely no sense, in which case honor it and see what comes next. All right, so pick something. Now I'm inviting you to bring your observational awareness to that area from the inside of your body, as if you could go with a special laser to that particular spot. And I invite you to just surround that particular area or areas with your love light. Just surrounding it with love and saying thank you for showing me that you need attention. I honor you. So not unlike the voice of the critic, we're saying to the pain or the discomfort, I honor you. I include you. Thank you for speaking to me. Are you ready to make a change? So you actively engage with that area. Now I invite you to imagine with your visual imagination that you can see the particle makeup of that area. The particle makeup of that area, meaning if that was a shape of energy, if that was a ball of thread, would it be in knots? If that was a rock, what color would the rock be? Like you're filling in ingredients around it as you just watch the energy. So you just observe the energy and let it show you its shape and its color. What is the shape and color of that particular energy, which is showing up as stagnation or pain or coagulation? You're just watching it, not changing anything. Just you've already surrounded it with love, so you're just watching it. You're just watching it move and show itself to you, and honoring what it shows you. Just honoring what it shows you. And notice the level of density or translucency. How big, how small? Does it extend outside the body or does it stay inside the body? Just really observing from a space of honor and thank you-ness. Thank you for showing yourself to me. I'm doing it with you. Breathing into it. Now I invite you to imagine that you can see the little particles that are making up the shape. So as if you're looking with a microscope, and you can see every single little tiny dancing, dotting particle that's composing that shape. And I invite you to bring your attention to it either through your hands, your breath, or your inner vision as you bring attention to that particular area of the place you're intending to heal today, or notice a change or observe a change. Now you're starting to bring your intention stronger to that area, moving from more observation into a little bit more intention energy. As you just see those particles dancing and moving, And from this place of this powerful intention, if you choose, you could just ask, is there anything you want to tell me? Just listen. With the power of your intention and love, I invite you to just ask, what kind of energy do you need right now to soothe how you're feeling? Are you feeling inflamed? Are you feeling upset? Are you feeling agitated? Are you feeling stuck? What are you feeling? And then what kind of energy do you need? So if you're feeling stuck, do you need flow? If you're feeling angry, do you need peace? If you feel angry, do you need more space to feel angry? Like, no right or wrong. Just what do you need to release flow, honor you, or bring you to the next place? Listen for the answer. This is where the true voice really starts to matter. This is different than it saying you have this pain because. This is not that. This is just gathering information about that particular area. Notice as you observe it and ask the question if it changes at all. And then whatever the remedy is, if it's a trustworthy remedy, meaning not inducing self-harm or something else that sometimes just shows up as random, but just keep looking for something that feels like a remedy. So now you're inviting remedy to that area as you bring your intention and remedy to that area. And as you do that, I invite you to see the particles starting to wave, that the energy which is stuck starting to move, coagulation moving into fluidity, and spaciousness. So where that pain or density is, starting to see spaciousness, starting to see more air between the particles. There's more room to move, there's more room to breathe. Breathe into it. Seeing the space between the particles as they begin to wave. They're starting to move, see the movement, see the colors change, and then ask, can this be dissolved? Can this be released? Can this be expelled? What is the proper way to ground or move this energy which is currently being released? Listen for the answer. Could be integration, could be into the ground, could be into the sky, could be dissolved, could be evaporated, could be burned up. Listen for what wants to happen. Trust it as long as it's trustworthy, meaning affirmative and good, or next instructions, nothing harming. And then bring that full attention and awareness and hand and breath and vision to furthering and facilitating that remedy. So if it was flow, induce and conjure more flow. If it was freedom, induce and conjure more freedom. If it was light, induce and conjure more light, because you're literally bringing your intention to that area and you're asking it to wave and to move. And it is essentially moving from matter, from your observational space into energy, creating light, creating freedom, and giving you the proper way intuitively to move itself to the next place. It's an energy exchange. Visualize, even if the pain persists, that something has moved, something has changed. You're observing the change as it happens. Big, beautiful breath, and just bring your awareness back to that space now and see if you can remember where it was and where it is, and if it has changed, and if it has changed, affirm the change. Thank you. One of the other things we can do is say, whatever's ready to be released, let it be released, and whatever is not, may it be informative and welcomed and honored, or whatever feels good for you. And then just affirm, I notice that something has changed. Before it felt XYZ, now I feel XYZ. What I saw was XYZ, now I see XYZ. When I started, I felt this way and it was this color, and now it feels this way. So we're looking for the transition of language to come back into breath and a centered place, thanking the whole body and the field for participating, and breathing, and coming into grounding, feeling your feet on the ground. Centered in heart, mind, gut, and hands, settling into this moment. And just breathing, and when you're ready, coming out and offering some journaling about the experience or some drawing about the experience. This is an experience in the particle wave observation theory that we have a lot more power to create change in our physical and energy bodies than we give ourselves credit for. and a way to begin working with it through visual imagination and the movement of energy. Thank you for joining me for this. I hope you can find a way to use this with your beloveds.